Hey everyone, so today we have a question from Priyanshu. He says, I'm in college and I'm going to start learning, and currently he's learning Python. So can you give some tips? So first of all, thank you very much Priyanshu for your question. And yes, so I don't know which year in college. So let's say you are in, as far as I understand, you are a first year student, okay? First year student. So if you are first year student, obviously if you are taking computer science, you are having to learn Python, which is correct, and that is the right way to go forward, okay? So you are learning Python. What I would suggest is, if you can wait for a year, and for the first year if you only practice coding, this is going to take you, it's going to take you very far, because this coding will be very very useful in your placements. Let's say if you're going for placements and things as such, or even if you are just going for research, this is also again very very important, okay? So coding, I think first year you should just give to coding. You should not think about AI. Why? I'll tell you why. The problem with AI in the first year is that you need to do something called as statistics, okay? Because you already have some background on maths, I assume, so you already know calculus, okay? You already know, let's say, linear equation, linear algebra, but these two things will be covered. You know simple linear algebra, but you also need to know something as called as transformations and all those things, where you will be using in the neural network. This is taught only in the graduation level, and this is also taught in the graduation level. Simple statistics, mean, median, mode, I know it will be taught in the lower classes as well, but the things like probability distribution, okay, and Bayes theorem, all these things that you will need, it is not there in your before graduation, right? So for my viewers outside this, outside India, and for, let's say, for the people in the US, graduation is what we do after college. But when you say graduation, it means someone that has already completed the 4-year degree. That is what I have heard, and that is what I assume generally, okay? But in Eastern countries, it's mostly when you do something called as 12th, and then you go into college, that we call as graduation. So for us, graduation is when you have not completed the 4-year degree, and for you, if I am not wrong, it's when you have completed your 4-year degree, okay? So there's a little difference, but don't worry. This is the thing, okay? So when you go to college, so I'll not be using graduation, I'll just be saying college, okay? So it is taught in the college, right? And this is also taught mostly in the college. Calculus, mostly it's covered before college, okay? However, these three things are very important when it comes to background of maths, and in that, statistics and linear algebra is mostly covered in college, and hence you will have to wait for all of these to be covered. This is generally covered in second year, okay? So second year. So what I am going to suggest you is, you should consider just giving first year to making sure that you have a good GPA, okay? You're making sure that you have a good GPA. Number two, your coding skills need to be very very good. Coding skills need to be impressive. Why? It will help you in placement, it's going to help you in research, it's also going to help you in AI, okay? You need good level coding skills, at least acceptable level of coding skills in for learning AI, and also for placement, and also for research. So all of this. So first year, if you don't know coding, like for me, I have been coding right from the age of 11 or 12, okay? So in India, you can, you have something called as ICSE, right? So I was an ICSE student, so I was basically introduced to coding in my, I think, 6th or 7th standard, whatever, okay? So that is there. But so for me, this was the case. Not everybody is from ICSE, so I know everybody has a different learning path, and it doesn't even matter, okay? And once I started, I never left. That is also there. So it's been a long journey for me with respect to coding, so it's not a difficult part for me. However, a lot of people are just starting with regard to coding, okay? So you need to make sure that your coding skills are up to the mark. After that, once you are in your second year or something, then you can start with AI, okay? You can as well watch my videos. There are many many channels over on YouTube and other places. I'm not saying you have to watch my channel, but yeah, I also provide. You can also watch someone else's channel. Things are perfectly fine, okay? What I help is, what I do on this channel is try to make sure that everybody gets personal attention when it comes to deep learning, AI, and all those things. That's why whenever you ask a question, I'm always there to answer it, either in the comments, or if you want something like a video, or you want to, let's say, there are so many people who just want to have a one-on-one with me. I mean, that is also fine, but I don't have the structure right now. Let's say we will do some video call and stuff, but I don't have a structure right now, so you'll have to wait for that. Okay, but these two are definitely allowed. You can write your in comment section if your questions are really good. I will make a video on that. Okay, so let's get back to the question part. Yeah, so I'm going to start learning and currently learning Python. Definitely you should concentrate on Python, but I'm also going to say that just Python is not going to help. You should also have at least C++ or Java. Why? Because in placements you're going to use this only. Okay, because this makes, Python makes a lot of things lot easier. And let's say if you're going for placements, they will ask you, if you're using too much of Python, they will ask you to do it in C++ or Java. Okay, and especially DSA, if they're asking questions on DSA, you'll not be able to use mostly Python. Okay, because in Python there is no concept of pointers. Now I get it, even in Java it's not there, but yeah, whenever you talk about DSA, mostly C or C++ comes in your mind. Okay, and here you will use pointers and other things. So yeah, so if you are thinking of placements and all those things, you will have to consider, obviously Python is there and one of these two. Like for me, I did both. As I said, I've been doing it for quite some time, I know both. So that is there. Can you give some tips? I think these are the tips. So yeah, like beginner course for AI, it will mostly, and I mean, there is nothing called beginner course or advanced course mostly in AI. You can have advanced concepts and you can have easy concepts, that is there. But AI is AI, machine learning is machine learning, deep learning is deep learning. I cannot make it easier, I cannot make it hard. That's the reality. Okay, so thank you, I would say, Priyanshu, for such a amazing question. And yeah, I mean, first year you should concentrate only on your programming, because that is going to stay for you forever. And after that you should concentrate on yeah, whenever these topics are taught, do make sure that you give good attention to these topics. Calculus, I think you already know, 12th level calculus is enough. Okay, or whatever high school calculus is you see in the West, high school calculus is enough. After that you only need to, and yeah, obviously GPA is there, so this will help in not only placement but also a little bit of self-respect. And yeah, coding is there. So, and after, in the second year, you can go full on, in your machine learning. Machine learning will actually not take a lot of time. Why? Because you have something called as a scalar. You will do your basic, let's say your you'll do your basic theory. This should also not take a lot of time, and coding in machine learning is not that difficult. It's simply sklearn. What will take time is deep learning. Okay, because the theory is also a little bit complicated, and on because in deep learning what happens is theory is also a little bit complicated. Okay, and implementation is also to a certain degree complicated. That does not mean you cannot make it easy. That does not mean that you cannot make it understandable. You can definitely do that, but for beginners, these two things, deep learning, yeah, deep learning mostly, it actually both theory and practical at times becomes challenging. So that is always there. Okay, so yeah, so I think that is it from my side. Thank you, Priyanshu, one more time for your amazing questions. Please keep asking these types of questions and suggesting video topics and projects and all those things. It really motivates, and it really motivates me, and pushes me to go the extra mile and do some extra things for this particular channel. We are trying to build a small community in here. And yeah, one more thing I have, so there's something called a super thanks. Okay, I just want to mention, if any of you, not only any one of you who wants to help me, so there is this video going on, so there is like button, then there is subscribe, I think, over here, then there is share, then there is three buttons over here, three dots, I don't know, horizontal or vertical, whatever. If you click on this particular dot, you get something like this pop up, and you have a heart sign, and there is a dollar, and it says thanks. Okay, so basically what you are going to do over here, if you click that, you will be giving me some dollars or rupees, whatever it is, or whatever currency you use, and that will be used for equipments. Don't worry, it's not going into my pocket or anything. I'll be buying equipments, probably a camera or my better microphones, firstly a microphone, then something else. And this is basically going to improve the engagement on this particular channel. This is only for you, this is nothing for me. Okay, so yeah, you can consider contributing to my efforts on this particular channel. So yeah, I hope that you like the video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and bye.